Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see. How determined they are. On second down, Martin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out here in the eye. They run again on first down, Martin. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. From the gun, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. 3rd down, 15 yards still needed.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. time of the play clock almost up. Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Second down now after the incompletion. Stewart is the lone setback. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Flushed out right. On the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Newton. Going up top. And this is caught. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A play fake to Stewart. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you, because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals, 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine, just put in Justin Tucker opera. You'll be blown away.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Fresh set of downs here. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
10-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cody Ely in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So on fourth down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd like to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people... think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. So we've reached half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. That's strong running. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver left. On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right, and he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Robert Ayers able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got room. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From the red zone now, Newton. Can't find anyone open. All kinds of time. Escaping. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Noah Spence in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Newton. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Newton to throw. Survey. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
3rd and 2, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by a Jonathan Stewart run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. And it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop him.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not the team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And it's picked up by the Panthers.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Tackle made by Chris Conte. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. Newton. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Evans has it left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, Winston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. To the air again with Winston. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian Jenkins, 69 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the most...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Here's Mike Cyphers now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. And this looks to probably be the final play. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. One last shot now for Winston. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Trey Boston.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job, guys.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin. Yeah. I ain't trying to sin.